So I thought I'd do a little first impression video on this Sierra knife saw. My first impression is it's junk. This cost me about $12, $13 on eBay. No, I think it was actually about $9. I've seen them in the store here nearby where I live for $12. Anyway, it's a little saw, kind of locks. It's got this little locking feature right here. This handle and the way that this screw with a nut is just reminds me of something that I would find at Harbor Freight. The blade, pretty thin. It's got some pretty good teeth on it, but wow. Anyway, that's my first impression. It's kind of junky. I'm gonna put it in my backpack because when I go hiking, I plan to pick up some wood that I found out in the forest that went through a forest fire. And so I thought I'd get something. I expected this to be a little bit bigger. I don't know, for some reason I just didn't look at the specs that close. I just looked at the reviews and a lot of people were pretty happy with them, so maybe I'll be happy with it, who knows. But definitely looks like a dollar store item to me. The moment of truth has arrived. I'm out in the field and I'm going to give this saw a little try. See what I can do with it. Alright, well, I'm going to try cutting on this one here. That's how big it is right there. And this is going to be really hard to film, so I will probably just do a cut and show you the result. Well, I did it. The pull technique turned out to be just a little too time consuming, so I ended up pushing and pulling, and that right there, oh, can you see that blade? That bend on the tip is the result of that technique. So I don't know what to say about this thing. It's a saw. If I was lost somewhere, I'd rather have this than nothing, I suppose. At least I could butter my toast with it. But if I had tried this ahead of time, it's definitely not what I need. Because to get one, I wanted to get this whole piece down to there. So that means cutting the tip off and cutting that. And that's probably about as much cutting as I'd want to do in one day. And that's not as much material as I wanted to get in one day, but well, that's the way it works. Well, I got a piece. Not as long a piece as I thought I wanted, but I didn't want to cut all the way down at the bottom because it was hard to get in there and hard to bigger diameter. So anyway, probably never use that saw again, and there's my $9 piece of